First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Monday.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
You don't want no problem with me. We're rolling. Hey, tag 50 left. Block it. Set.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. These two teams, Panthers and Lions, met each other Week 5 in Detroit last year. You did that game, didn't you?
I did, and the Panthers were starting to round into form, especially their quarterback Cam Newton, who had missed most of the preseason with a shoulder injury. He had a big game, 335 yards passing and 3 touchdown passes, and they beat Detroit 27-24.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Now Newton on first down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Newton. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Newton now on second down. Conley's got it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is Newton. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and it's
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
On the ball. Great. That's right now.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
C.J. Anderson to the game. He gets it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go, fellas.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ashawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama. A big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he's going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
On the ball.
Newton. And Diggs has it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Newton being chased out left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Again, Newton. And it's caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
21! Oh, here! 280! 21! White!
Stafford on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Hurry! Good right!
On first down at Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
10. Hey. 22.
Throwing again is Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Well, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And Gano's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Newton. Left side caught by Diggs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun. Newton, he's going to walk one. Deep left side. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for the Panthers. 47 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Newton. Flush to his right, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Newton's going to keep it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Anderson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Abdullah. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Monday.
On first down, Abdullah. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Go here!
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Blunt trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
22!
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey. We're rolling.
Now a carry for Blunt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
22.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. Fighting him off. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run here. Abdullah. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, here.
They run. Abdullah. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Newton. It's complete to Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton, a dump off to Anderson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And Diggs has it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go. Hey, hey.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He's back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Back to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there in the final minute. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Gano the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here come the Lions now. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Let's go here! Ready.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Carolina, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.